Hello and welcome to the show. This is the show for work, passion, life balance. It's the video podcast, and I am your host, Matthew Kolinkski. And I am very honored to have as this guest today is Tony Meister. And one of the reasons why I'm excited for him is because he's a relationship that I had about 10 years ago. I met him and I haven't been in touch with him extremely amount. In fact, we just started text messaging a little bit ago. And I said, Tony, you have something going on that's really cool. And I want to talk a little bit about it. And I want you to be a guest on our show because when I wrote the book, Work, Passion, Life Balance, I had you in mind when it comes to when that feeling you get when you really find what your passion is, you have that relationship with yourself and you finally start to self-actualize. I saw that in Tony and I said, Tony, you have to come on. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Meister. Welcome to the show, Tony. Oh, it's so good to see you, man. You've been looking great over these last couple of years. What's going on?
10 years? When you say 10 years, I'm like, no, it can't be.
You didn't have any gray hair in your beard when I first I met you,
Yeah, it's the fountain of youth. My wife's 10 years younger than I am.
Hey.
So I have to keep up somehow, It's working.
Well, even when I met you 10 years ago, you had your life in order. You were, a mature business guy running a business at that time. I was just a young guy, right out of med school. And Carla and I started residency together.
That's right.
That, the mix between creative and scientific, I think is going to be the next wave of smart people. We have this whole EQ system, IQ, EQ. I think there's going to be a third Q, and it's going to be that mix between creative and scientific because, especially with all these personal brandings going on, marketing is important to whatever you do, whether you're a scientific person or not. Yeah,
the emotional quotient, I mean, that comes into play in a lot of areas when you're dealing with people. But it's actually a misnomer. I don't know if you knew that, when they talk about right brain, left brain, do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I think
none taught me that in like 8th grade.
And you know what? It's actually not true because then we believe that there's this dichotomy and then we fit this mold and we say, okay, well, I'm just scientific and analytical. I can't be creative. So you guys are physicians along, I say you guys with my wife. And she is one of the most creative individuals I know. She is funny. She's an introvert without a doubt.
Yeah.
But she's creative. So I think that I'm glad that was dispelled quite a while ago, that there is not don't box yourself into the right brain, left brain area.
I agree. I never, understood marketing, but it's something everybody can learn. And I'm learning as I go, and I'm just kind of going it and doing it. And I think just like I was naturally stronger in some subjects and weaker in others, you can learn all of them. You can grow in any direction you want. And I think, with YouTube, teaching in a very visual manner in marketing products, talking in a very different sense. I think everybody can learn now. And you don't just have to sit in front of a teacher and learn or read about it. You can visualize it in many different ways.